Hey now, hey now, hey now. How are we all doing out there, my new hat family? I hope you're all having a blessed day. I'm having a pretty spectacular day. My dog over here, she looks like she's doing okay. Her name's Rhapsody. So today, we're gonna talk about the hats that I made at 2017 Dead Company. I decided this year that it was going to be at Shoreline, and because I don't really have a car, I had to take buses and trains, and I think I had a bicycle actually. I think I bicycled down there that year. I did. I had a crazy dog. His name was Riot. His was 100% his name, a Riot. I always had to constantly focus on him, so it made hat making a really hard situation. And I made these hats sitting inside of a Starbucks not too far from Shoreline, and the Starbucks was generally really cool with me, and so I'm going to stop chitter-chatting and actually show you images of these hats that I had made. They were hand painted, so hold on one second. Alright, so this right here was the second one that I did. I wore it temporarily. You can see it's a little more beat up. All of my artwork is 100% freehand. I don't use no rulers, no measurements, no strings. Nothing is measured out besides whatever I have already drawn out. I gotta go the other direction. This is a side angle of the hat. You can clearly see. This right here was because the Warriors were in the championship that year, and I sat outside in the grass and I finished this one right here. This was my Steph Curry one. It's a pretty sweet hat. It's my only Golden State Warriors hat. I've never done a Warriors hat before. This one was a lot of fun in the concept of how I painted it with the red, white, and blue, with the blue, white, and red, with the red, white, and blue. It just was like very, very fun, the visually stimulating this hat. I really enjoyed this one. This one right here was my reggae version. This is, I was gonna make ones like this and take up to Reggae on the River, but I never did, but I had this one, and I really liked the way that I did this pot leaf and the way that I did the outline. You can clearly see there's a nice amount of gloss on there because I had to make sure that they're waterproof. This was the first one of these that I actually did. I did not take a picture of the inside, how I made it sit on your head. I had a little system. I might have a picture. I just didn't take one during the screenshot. You can see what year the tour was. I really liked my lettering on that one. I did this one up at Terrapin Crossroads. This one is my Google because Shoreline Amphitheater in California is right next to the Google facility, which is in the Silicon Valley. And I felt like, since I'm at the Starbucks right there, that the people who work inside the Google facility would obviously see it. And because Shoreline gets really hot in the summertime, and it's all about protecting your head in the shade, you know. And I mean, why not? It's Google employee. It's Google wear. You could wear that at Google and your boss wouldn't say shit. Straight up. That is a beautiful hat. I really like the way that I did the lettering. I'm not the best at lettering. You'll see that throughout time through some of my art. But this lettering, I really like the way that I did the lettering. These three hats, the one on the left is my Shoreline, and I've already showed you the other two. This one is Shoreline Amphitheater. This is what it looks like when you're in the parking lot looking north. Across the street, it divots down. There's a little parking lot down below the tree line. Unfortunately, all these nice green trees don't look that green at Shoreline. They need to water them for sure. Here's this one. This is I didn't wear this one. This was a different one. I had showed you the other one, but this one I didn't wear. There's that one. Looks like the first one that I showed you. Here's the Shoreline. I put the moon halfway down, and it was really cool that Bobby did Sugar Magnolia that night, and the moon was halfway down like this like this drawing that I had did like a week beforehand. Like the moon literally was about there in the sky when Bobby was singing Sugar Magnolia. It was really sweet. I was actually in that night. It was a really good show. Here's a front angle of it. You can see the painted towers right here. They're kind of faded at Shoreline, but put the towers in there. This is like this hat sat like a sideways. When you put it on your head, it wouldn't be just the Steal Your Face wasn't in the front, or Shoreline wasn't in the front. I have a picture with it on my head. I'll show you in a minute. Here's another one of this one. Then here's me wearing the red, white, and blue lightning bolt one, the one that repeats. Here's another picture of the Dead & Company tour hat. Here's another picture of my Golden State Warriors hat. Here's me is wearing the Shoreline hat. You see how it sits and like flows. I tried to make it feel like it flows over your head, and I want all of my art to stimulate, to look and stimulate the eyes, you know, like it has to be. This hat was really fun. I actually wore this hat during the 3 days at the show, and the last night inside the venue, I sold this hat off my head for $80, which I was super excited about it, and a little surprised. But this one was really fun because it's got the black with the circles in it. And remember, all of my art is handmade, and I don't use any pencils. I don't look at any pictures when I draw. I mean, I use pencils. I don't use any tape, sticks, measuring tape. I didn't look at something. I didn't copy anything. And in the world of copyrights, if you can notice a difference, it's then that is perceivable. And what was the other one? Perceivable and tangible is being made with the aid of a machine. I got into it with security. They threatened to try to take these from me, and I was like, you're not taking my goddamn hats. They were like, if you don't put them away, we're gonna take them from you for copywriting. And I'm like, this isn't your Grateful Dead lightning bolt. This is my Grateful Dead lightning bolt. My lightning bolt is different than your lightning bolt. I made all these hats that weekend at the Starbucks. I really liked this one down here, the one at the Golden Gate Bridge. I have another picture of it. And that night, I went and looked up copyright laws, and there was two words: tangible and perceivable. Tangible is being made with the aid or the help of a machine. So all the people who are selling like shirts or buttons or stickers, those are all like tangible, right? And perceivable is being able to see a difference. You can clearly see my lightning bolts look different than the Grateful Dead lightning bolts. Clearly see that it's all 100% freehand. Therefore, it's legal to sell. This is my Jolly Rogers Steal Your Cap one, China Cat Sunflower hat. That one was really sweet. You can see that too. Does not look like a Steal Your Face. It looks like a Steal Your Face, but it's not a Grateful Dead Steal Your Face. And I could have made this one look better, but I decided to make it look this way because I am the artist and I get the choice of how I want it to look. That's my rights. And here's my Dead & Company tour. Especially since I don't even think there's a Grateful Dead logo like that anyways. And this one, I was a little disappointed with the lettering in the middle, how I did the Dead Tour 2017. I think I should have did that in a bright yellow to make it stand out a little bit better, like I did with the yellow trim on the lightning bolt. But, you know, it is what it is. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Well, now that wasn't that exciting. I'm sure that was probably the most boring content that you've ever seen. Anyways, I'm gonna make more. I'm gonna do different series, different episodes of different runs of hats, and talk about the hats. And maybe some of these stories of the hats are people who have bought in the hats and given me back content of the hats, and trying to get a little bit of inspiration to continue to make the hats. My goal right now is to go on tour. But to go on tour, I have to get rid of this bicycle that I have and the trailer. I mean, Where is it at? I'm gonna try to show you. Whoa, what happened? Oh, my camera turned around. Crazy. This bicycle, it's my General Weed. It has a broken frame down here. It's aluminum, and this trailer. I built this a couple years ago. This trailer's been to Los Angeles like 3 times and to Humboldt twice. Same with this bike. But for me to go on tour, I need at least like $2,500 to buy a decent vehicle. And on tour, I'm going to make hats. I want something big enough that I can sit in and make my hats, and then I have a place to store them, and then I have a table to display them and not laying on the ground. It's a big step, and when I go on tour, I'm gonna do videos on tour. I'm gonna do videos of places that I go. I hope to have really good content, and before I keep rambling, Rose, I'm gonna catch you on the next episode. Peace out.